So I believe if what you say is true, we're at the top of round 3 on the observation deck. Let's kick off some music. And I believe, Vargi, you are the speediest boy that ever was.
Sichuan.
I believe it's tide speeding.
Right. Well, you seem to be in peril, so if you wish to take the initiative, that would be fine.
Yes. Oh, someone's squawking. Maybe you should go, Milo. I like you squawk. Or maybe just deperil me.
I'm going to inform the party just a fact about my weapon, just so the party knows. Something I learned at the end of last session, and haven't remedied yet. The Athematic Volley Gun has the spread trait, and for those of you who don't know what the spread trait does, it means anyone within close range of my target takes half damage. So, just general information. Should ever you find yourselves near something that wants shooting.
I've never seen do friendly fire as you, Milo, so it's very likely to happen often, I feel like.
It certainly could until I have a little look at how I'm going to change this build up a little bit. Anyway, armed with that information, do you still want me to go first?
No.
I still can.
I'm going to... Let's see, why don't I just take a big...
As Vargi shouts, "Get down! I'm winding up."
Down. Yeah. Well, I learned last session apparently you can just walk away without getting hit. Yep. So can I hit and then leave?
Yep.
Great. Well, I'm gonna just do that. Well, I'm gonna do my old. I'm gonna buff everyone again because it's run out now. The turns come around again. So let me do that quickly. Remind myself how we go. Yeah, Tale of Saga of Enmity. I just continue my uproarious chant from last time. Here we go. Nice talent check here. Where's Tane check? Here we go. Pretend I'm telling an amazing story that's like really, really exciting.
Ooh.
So good.
Didn't we say that the rats as well were also entertained?
Yeah. Oh, lovely. Good. That's a success. That's great.
Are you going to give us a little speech or anecdote every time you do that? Because I think I'd love to see you create a little anecdote like 600 times during the course of the campaign.
I will when there's no child next to me and it's a matter of time before he starts exploding again. But
yeah.
Other times, yes. Right now, I'm trying to get my turns of it done.
Of
course, everyone's buffed. Exactly. It's buffed. That's my action. I give one metal to just have a little crack at this guy. Here we go. A battle axe. Yeah. What's his they're good. I've seen to remember their defense was.
Yeah, with the shields. I think these guys start
average.
Shields, so, yeah.
I think it's average. I think it's a 5, isn't it?
Correct.
Yeah. I'm gonna puff myself. And I have a point of focus. I'll just change one of those when I do it. Yeah. Oh, it's not great. Wow. Yeah. Not much there at all, really. Can't do much with that.
Yeah.
Big miss. And then run away. Who's our tank?
Great question.
I can't move my token.
On balance, probably me.
Okay. I can't move my token.
Can't move.
I think I actually have the most armor, but I'm the least likely to be on the front line. Good times. Good times.
There we go. That's fine. I'll hide behind the tree then. I'm still saying amazing stories of all kinds of wonderful things. Right, there you go.
Very, very brave Sir Robin at this moment.
Braves the Goldmane ran away.
I watched that whole. I watched so much Holy Ground last week.
Nice.
Then Vargi winds up his Athematic Volley Cannon gun. I don't know, whatever. And takes aim at the Storm Vermin. That's all right?
Yep.
Yep. Alright, so he is buffed up to great then with the Song of Tonging. Against is good, right?
It's a saga, not a song, just saying.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's good. Are you targeting the one at the back?
I am indeed.
Okie doke.
we do that. Target DN is going to be 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty. It's 4 damage there.
Nice. There are 2
5
armor.
actually,
Oh.
with the benefit from the gift of Shaman.
Ah, yes, very good. So down to 3 because of their armor. Nice. He's pummeling this guy as he's holding up his shield rat wall. Rat shield wall.
Well, I guess he'll do that again then with his metal.
I fire my bolt gun.
As the athematic volley gun glows a faint red, spitting out a shower of glowing golden bullets.
It's magical gold as well, so it's actually more durable than normal gold.
Yeah.
It's like super gold.
Super gold.
This will be 6 with the buff.
That rat is Swiss cheese.
Bowl of minestrone soup.
How ironic.
The shouts, Klaus, I'm not a huge fan of magic, but I will not deny its effectiveness. And just moves over here. A bit, shuffles on his feet, doesn't like standing still.
Was it the Duardin who are like, it's not magic? It's definitely not magic.
They everything that the Duardin do is, or all their ether chemists and things, is very suspiciously like magic, but they are utterly insistent it's science.
Yes.
It's a rune magic, right, or something like that.
Or rather, just the Caradron insist it's science. They do believe in magic. Like it's not like that. They're not magic deniers. And that ends Vargi's turn.
All right. Who's next? What are you guys? Is that like initiative 7? So.
Dreadbark's 3. so.
Klaus, are you 4? I think.
11.
I think I'm 5, but I'm trying to find out where it says. Yeah, I'm 5.
Nice. Then you're up next.
Nice. I'm gonna blast the motherfucker.
Blast.
Which
wow, that's bad.
Went well.
So what you can do is you can spend your metal to double your focus, which will means you can turn that 3 into a 5, so it would succeed. Or you can just try and do it again.
Well, not without suffering the price of failure.
That is true.
I'll just do it again, right?
Well, you have to suffer the price of failure.
What's the price of failure?
Massive guilt and self-loathing. No, I always forget because I'm not a player, so I don't remember it. But Milo does. You have to roll. It's like perils, basically.
Yeah, bad things happen if you fail a spell. Based on a roll of table, it just depends by how much you failed as to how severe the effect is.
So, because I failed that, I will have to roll tails. Yeah.
Unless you do turn it into a success by doing what Ollie suggested.
Okay, I'll do that then.
Okay. So
use my metal.
That becomes a 5. 2 successes.
Shooting that vermin.
So it's not like magic missile. You can't put 3 lots of damage on one target, can you? It just says 3 targets do 1 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know if it ignores armor?
No. I believe so.
But unfortunately, it doesn't go through the armor of the rat.
That's okay. At least I didn't get summon a chaos demon or some shit.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll take it.
Only failing by 1, you probably would have stubbed a toe or. Right. Then initiative 3. Then Dreadbark. 'Tis you, sir.
Very well. Dreadbark will raise on high his great sword shouldn't leave this rodent into.
In twain.
Up, 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 up. They're good defense, right?
Yep.
And we're currently raised up one step.
Yes.
Okay, so that means I'm great melee, so this is 3s.
Ooh, yeah. Oof.
Nice.
Oof, oof, oof.
Duke.
So 6
That is-
damage.
The big 6 damage.
Oh, nice.
Not messing about here.
I do like. I feel at some point I will buy a box of Kurnoth Hunters. They're not in the big Christmas box, but they're so cool. Yeah, so you just cleave this rat as it chases the party around the observation deck. So
Nevermore shall you chew at my cousin's roots. Vermin.
At the end of the third round, 2 more
Hello.
leap over the sides, but you will hear an explosion ring out from below decks. A flash of fire and shrapnel blooms from the rear of the Harbinger, illuminating the forest for a single moment. The cogfort immediately tilts to the side and begins to veer off the dirt road into the jungle. Everyone, even the ratmen, brace for impact. The cogfort begins to plough through the jungle, getting way off course and into more dangerous terrain. So the observation deck and the outside, so the sides are now a major hazard, which means you take 5 damage if you start your turn there.
Repeat the zones that are a hazard, please.
So it's this whole zone here that you're on top of, and the ones on the side.
So
And
everything is.
And as it starts to plough through the jungle, and all sort of the trees and stuff are lashing the whole top layer, you hear the Captain Hines over the voice pipes saying, "Help! The rats are in the engine room." So you can traverse to the gun deck
Ah!
Yeah,
on
I'm
your
fucking off.
turns.
Is a lower deck, is it, I assume?
Yes, the one lower. This is the rat that ran in
Right.
before you. So we'll do it initiative by initiative. So Vargi,
Jolly good. I would love to take 5 damage that I can't avoid.
sorry, Major is actually 3, but
3.
it doesn't ignore
Oh.
armor. So
Well, jolly good. It's very unpleasant, but trees and rocks and things ping off Vargi's sturdy Arcanaut armor. Am I taking my turn now then? Yep.
Yep.
Jolly good. Vargi actually doesn't need to move, but sensing that this could yet get more hazardous, he will jump down onto the gun deck.
Nice. Okay, yeah, go on.
I don't like that.
No. I was gonna say, as you go down, because we said that the entrance is here.
Well, zones.
Yeah, but it's fine. It's fine.
He sprints on sturdy dwarven legs down the entrance, down the stairs, wherever they are.
Yeah.
And then he's down here.
Yes.
Very good.
And on the
They
gun,
move faster than you'd think.
yeah, and on the gun deck, this is where the bridge is, and as you sort of run down the stairs, and you look towards the front of the Harbinger, and you can see onto the bridge, and you can see Captain Hines and another crewman like wrestling with the controls of the Harbinger as it's kind of tilting like this, trying to keep it from going, like tilting even further.
Yeah.
And you can hear Captain Hines saying, "The controls are no longer responding. Something must have happened down in engineering. I don't know what accent he's doing now, but
Fine, we're in the mortal realms. It could be any mixture of things.
yeah. And I think as he sees you come in, and he's like, it's like if you would be so kind as to check out what's happening in the engineering deck, see if we can get this cogfort back on board en route.
My pleasure, Captain. Is there a route down from here?
Yes, so you can go down again, and you would know this because you've been living in the cogfort. There's a crew deck below you, and of course it hides it again. And then below that is the engineering deck.
Well, sensing peril probably on all decks, but wanting to save the fort, he will. He's already used his move. Uses metal to move again. Yeah, whatever. He'll use his metal to sprint.
I feel like there should be a fireman's rope from the top deck all the way down.
That would be good, wouldn't it? Yeah, he'll make his way down into the crew deck and hope that it's not completely overrun.
Okay. Yeah, you find no enemy in the crew deck, but you can see through the metal plates of the floor like smoke coming up from the engineering deck.
Well, still has an action to use. So he will. Let me just double check how readying an action works, because I forget. Because I don't do it very much. But most likely he will be preparing an action to shoot the Skaven he saw in the gun deck if it enters the crew deck. That should be specific enough, and I will. You move on, and I can just check the wording of how that works again.
No, we'll wait.
We got another player.
Oh.
Aww.
It's your quibbling.
Oh, what? Quibbling?
Quibbling.
Oh, everyone knows what a quibbling is.
I don't know what a quibbling is. I assume it's adorable.
Yes.
He could be one of Daryl's new character's pets.
Good. Remember Daz's pet? No?
I can't find it. Oh, maybe that. Nope. Oh, it's the worst under pressure. It's terrible.
Well, anyway, Sichuan, do you know what you're doing on your turn?
It sounds like I'm just dying, because if I take 3 damage, that's kind of game over, right? There's no...
You've got some
Yeah, get
armor, haven't you?
wounded.
Oh, there's wounds. There's wounds, though, isn't it? Yes, no, sorry. Well, I'm taking... I've got 1 armor, so I'm taking 2 toughness. I'm down to -1 toughness. What does that do?
So
As-
you're down to 0 toughness, and you take
Yeah.
one wound on your wound track.
The wounds. Just 1... Oh, God, I hate rolls about adding wounds. Add just a minor wound?
Yeah.
Add a minor wound. Great, there we go. Fine. That's not too bad. Yeah, I'm in such a vulnerable state. I feel like I should be doing something useful, but... And everyone's split up as well. There's not much... I'm... No, that won't work. I could turn area. I could also turn area into hazardous terrain, but I'm going to do it to the gun deck. But that doesn't seem very helpful to everybody. I can't really do much else damage. I can think of the freaking axe. I'm gonna have to follow Milo, I think. Really, run past this orc. Is that cool? Just how much movement do I need to do that?
You can move 1 deck with your movement action for
Metal.
free. And then you can spend an action to sprint to get another move.
Yeah, I've not got much else to do, to be honest. I've got to keep moving, but also stay out of combat. So I'm sure that's a pretty boring turn, but I'm going to follow my Dwarden brethren. And that'll be me. I'm going to go upstairs, because I think Alison's fallen asleep, because she should have been downstairs a while ago. I'm coming back.
Okay, Klaus.
Hey.
Take
I'm.
first. Take your 3 damage.
Oh. And then I'm gonna run down to the gun deck, I suppose. Or should I join? Should I join you guys on the crew deck?
Well, Klaus do.
There's still these rats who will attack you, so you don't want to get caught, I guess, with a live one. But they're also going to take 3 damage each as well, but they've got 2 armor, so...
Well, I'm gonna go run to the crew deck then. If I can do that in this action. Strength in numbers, and I'm injured.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'll cast my Gift of Come On.
Come on!
Come on. And bless up Vargi again.
Nice.
Cool. Great, and then Dreadbark.
Yeah. Can I fit inside the cogfort? I'm quite big.
Yeah, I think so. It's built for like normal human size comfortably, so crouching like Gandalf.
Well, my instinct is to stay on top and fight these guys.
That's about it. Actually, yeah, take your 3 damage as well for being on.
I will take my 1 damage. Yeah, I'll stay up here for 1 turn and do a rain of doom, a hail of doom on these rats. I'll hold the rear.
Okay.
Yes, 4-1. Basic skill test. That's no use. Okay, so it's 4 successes, and each target needs to make a 4-1 reflexes test.
4-1. So how many did you get?
I got 4, so they take 2 damage each.
Just roll.
But they've got 2 armor, so nothing happens.
Yes. Unfortunately, yes.
Cool. I'll run into the cogfort.
Okay.
Bloody rats.
Just jump in like Han Solo into the garbage chute. All right. So these 2 take their 3 damage, which is just 1 damage for them. And then they're gonna sprint and join you, and then this one that can actually attack, and they form a shield wall.
That's having arrived in the zone.
Oh yes.
My reaction triggers.
Got them.
So I shall make an attack. Now, in terms of triggering this, he had specified if that rat enters, but I'm not sure he could know which rat was which. So, if you tell me what order or how they entered, that will be whoever he actually attempts to shoot.
Which rat were you intending? The one on the gun deck?
The one on the gun deck, but I realise he wouldn't know which is which.
You would have like run past them on the way down, so you'd be like.
So that was the leftmost one then.
Yes, the one that's
Righty ho. Then so it's gonna be DN3 because I'm still buffed by the saga. Here. It's tasty. It's very tasty actually. That's gonna be 7 damage to the leftmost rat.
God damn.
Thanks to both of those buffs. He's really feeling pretty good about his party right now. And then half damage to anyone within close range.
Well, you were shooting him when he entered the room, right?
You say so.
I mean, that's your words. Your words.
It was my word. I should have said when the bloody Stormbone come in and form a shield wall, I'll hose all the bastards down. But I didn't. So.
Yeah, when they get into close range of each other, I'll shoot the one in the middle, please.
All right, it's all going in the thought cabinet for later.
Oh dear, he's learning.
Vargi will remember this.
But he's quite satisfied still, watching one little Skaven get torn to rags.
Yeah, I like to think you ran down, and then you put your big gun onto a crate, holding it up the stairs, and then the rat came running down after you, and you just went straight up him, mid run.
Yeah.
And he just fell into the bullets.
Gets slightly covered in rat rags.
Yeah, and then that takes up your. Was that still your action for this round?
That's my action from this round. Yeah.
So new round.
Interesting to note for anyone who intends to use the reaction action. If your action doesn't trigger at the end of the turn, you can still take an action, but you act at the very end of the round. So it's quite a forgiving tool.
Noted.
Well,
it's your turn again. And
now it's not really got anything better to be doing.
Now they are together, but they do get great defense.
So we'll be down to hitting on 4s.
Do you want me to go first so I can chuck a buff in there before you kick off?
Oh yeah, how long does your buff last? Is it just 1 round?
1 round, yeah. So I need to rebuff it.
We should probably assume that you will always go first.
Yeah, I can't do much else. So as I'm mortal peril. So let me roll an entertainment check. Here we go. Can I cast? I guess I could do 2 chants. I guess, couldn't I? They're both talents. Can you do 2 talents in 1 turn? Is that crazy? Is that something you can do? Or?
Nothing. Unless it specifically says you only do 1 per round.
Yeah, it doesn't say that. Just got me thinking. I just stand on the back, just chanting all kinds of nonsense at you guys.
Raving like a madman.
It's like, when did you start talking about the fight against the Silver Death all of a sudden?
Yeah, exactly. As an action, you can make a soul to chant one in the saga as an action. So I can use an action, I can use a metal to do it again, right?
Yeah. Let's say that for today.
Well, I'm going to chant a Saga of Enmity, which is the classic. Here we go.
That's
fine.
Is that for everyone in the zone, is it?
That's everyone who can hear, is the exact wording.
Oh, interesting.
Unless it's very loud.
Going in the DM's thought cabinet.
Well, I just think
the storm vermin here as well.
That's the ally. And then using my metal, I'm gonna chant a different saga, the Saga of Grimnir, where I recount the tale of Grimnir's epic battle with the Volcatrix, and tell of how the shattered god will one day return. I need to roll a entertainment test, and everyone gets +1 additional damage equal to my successes, which is quite fun. So here we go. That's an entertainment check with DN6. This could be tough. Yeah, I know, buddy. I know. DN6. Here we go. Oh, it's a lot. Can I get any more? No, still 2.
Damn.
So everyone's got 1 up accuracy, melee, and accuracy, and everyone does +2 damage as well.
Nice.
Holy shit.
Enjoy.
Sick.
That was better than Pathfinder. What was it? +1 to your D20 on a Tuesday.
On a Tuesday.
Goblin poetry.
On a Tuesday during brunch.
Yeah.
Feeling utterly invigorated by Sichuan's bold and inspiring Dwarin tales, Vargi roars like a madman and just continues. It's like he never actually stopped. It's like he's just stuck on the trigger, starting to get a little bit red misty.
He's not a celestial vindicator.
He's not, but he does love his volley gun.
That's true.
Not so much that he's in love with it, like the loss of it would break him, but he very much enjoys seeing it in action.
You're not
He's gonna marry it.
Cogfort, are you?
Not planning on it. Seems rather good. He's gonna fire. So what? I've got +1 step, but they're also +1 step. So we're on 4s, but we're +2 damage. So, hiya.
Yeah.
Okay, not so exciting this time because of the force. Makes a big difference. So it's 3 damage, but buffed up to 5 because of that lovely song.
Okay, and then is it half to the adjacent?
Half to the adjacent.
Rounding up, I imagine, because it's soulbound, so 3.
Probably.
Yeah. It's a saga, not a song.
It's all the same to Skybeards.
Spoken word.
Spoken word. Slam poetry. It's open mic night on the cogfort. And another thing. Alright. They're not dead, but they're just holding up their shields like with all this like hot molten bullets coming at them.
So then for his metal action, Vargi looks to Dreadbark and says, "If Ollygun's getting a little bit hot here, maybe you should finish one of those little ratty bastards off." And he uses his tactician trait talent. Ba-bling! I choose an ally who is capable of making an attack. They make an attack with a suitable weapon if it's prepared, and they get my mind dice added to their attack pool. My mind dice are 3.
Sick.
Nice.
Am I within melee range of those little critters?
I would say not, because otherwise you would have been hit by Vargi's gun.
Yeah, I kind of assumed not, but I wanted to check what the theatre of the mind was here. All right, well, it's the great bow then. We'll do some CQB arrow work. Yeah. So I get to add your mind dice. How many mind dice have you got?
3.
Ooh, lovely, lovely. So we're both up 1 step, correct?
Yes.
Right. So okay. So my accuracy therefore goes up to good, and their defense is still good.
Great now with the shield wall.
Nah.
So still 5s.
5 hit them, sir.
Oh, not bad.
Okay, so I can get one. Yeah, annoyingly, just 1 up to a hit with my focus. So that is 3 successes there, and then I'll roll the extra dice.
Ooh.
5 successes. So that is the big 7 damage.
Nice. And which one was this on?
Sorry, 6 damage from the bow. 6 damage.
It's plus Sichuan's buff.
Oh, yes. How much more damage? Plus 2 damage, you say? So it's 8 damage on the leftmost rat.
Alright, so he's like desperately holding on to his shield as he's being pounded by this volley gun, and then this Kurnoth hunter just sidesteps around the shield wall and just point blank giant
And
arrow.
I think it's one of those ones where like he just like peeks up and this arrow just like thunks him straight back into the wall, and he's like, "Ah!"
Yeah. Exactly that. Do you remember in Fallout 3 there was that gun that shot railway spikes?
Mm-hmm.
And they did the physics so that if you shot off a bit of your target, it would stick to the wall with the spike. It's that. The rat is now pinned to the wall like a grisly trophy.
Yeah.
Some of it.
I mean, I'm going to say 8 damage. I'm going to say that this one as well gets popped, because they're on quite low anyway, and they would not have been able to bring their shield to bear. They just get skewered. Fine then. So I believe it is. Well, I guess we'll say out of combat now because there's no enemies present.
Dreadbark turns to Vargi and just kind of gives a sort of slow, distinguished nod, but you think you can see the signs of a grin, sort of creaky wooden grin spreading across his face.
Great shot, Tree-Lord or a Dread Branch. I'll get it. I know. I'll get it.
All right, who's going down?
Vargi, what do your either manic dwarven eyes see? You can see through the floor, can't you?
Oh yeah.
He can, but I'm going to say he doesn't use it all the time for some sort of reason, like it
Too
might be
overpowered.
something I'll talk to Olly about separately. His eyes covered in Skaven blood. We'll have to go down there and have a look.
I think some Dwyer stuff is like, I know the rebreathers are like, they take time to attach.
As it's written, it's a common attachment to a helmet, and can just be used at will to see through anything at any
He's got
time.
thermals, X-ray
so
thermals.
I think we'll just talk about that later, about how to implement that without ruining everything.
Well, I also imagine
the
looking down into the engineering deck is a sea of heat. So
that can do. Or perhaps he sees through the wall, but actually there's machinery and engines on the other side of the wall.
Let's say that.
So in this case, he's gonna not do that. But Vargi's very keen to get down there and get his hands on something to fix.
All right.
So he's quite happy to trot on towards the stairs.
Who's got an attachment to a helmet this game? Not another person with a helmet fetish, is there?
Not an emotional attachment, like a Call of Duty attachment.
Right, okay. Thank God.
Just heard the word attachment and then immediately thinks unhealthy emotional attachment.
Yeah, I just said it's got attachment to helmet. Sorry, so we beat this game, and then that's good.
So who's going down into the cargo bay?
Yeah.
He's quite happy to trot down there.
Well, yeah, the priority was
his first reaction was to sprint to fixins, so he's going to keep doing that.
All the fixins.
I think so.
So as you enter the engineering room, you find yourself staring down a hulking, and I did that thing again where it hides it. A storm fiend.
Well, bugger.
Does anyone have any healing abilities?
No.
Sweet. So another finely balanced party we've created here.
How does it sneak onto the fucking thing in the first place?
Oh, by the brother gods, did that fat bastard get down here?
So, due to the Dwarden architecture of the cogfort, they barely fit inside the deck. Hunched over, they begin clambering towards you. But as they do, in the emberstone core room beyond, you can just make out the shape of a Skaven warlock engineer, angrily hitting and prying into the heart of the core with their staff. 1, 2, and on a third hit, a white flash bursts out from the core room. All the strength goes out from the Harbinger's legs as the base of the cogfort falls to the jungle floor. The hull tilts to the side, and velocity catches up with everyone on board. The Harbinger of Trouble is pitched onto its side, brought to a sudden and violent stop. So everyone make a 5-1 fortitude test.
Not feeling great about that.
Sigmar's beard.
Sigmar's lovely shaven face.
Got it.
Wah wah.
Oh dear.
Oh, Martin Clunes. Right, so everyone who failed, take 3 damage, and you are stunned for this round.
Oh no!
Nearly dead, Lee.
And presumably pinged over to the other side of the room.
No, you're alright. The Storm Fiend also gets like rocketed to the side and is also stunned as well.
That's fortuitous.
Fortuitous.
So I'm the only one not stunned.
Correct.
With my empty health bar.
Correct. You still So stunned is you can't use any of your metal, and I believe all your stuff is reduced by 2 steps. Is it? I think. Well, let me double check. But I believe, Vargi, you probably can still just shoot, so you may as well crack on. Crack on, lad.
He is going to crack on, and absolutely... Oh, wait, no. Sichuan! Sichuan always goes first in this team.
Well, I was going to do something offensive rather than buffing, so...
That's fine.
Remind me again, medium range. Is that the next zone?
It's the next 2 zones. No.
We established it's the next zone.
Next zone.
Okay. Well, I'm going to cast my one miracle I have. Volcano's Call.
Nice.
And I've forgotten how to cast spells, which is bad because I did it a lot. It's just a channeling test, right? But how do you fuck up the channeling test? Is that if you
don't pass the test?
If you don't pass it, of course.
Yes.
Well, I'm not seeing a DN on this. That's a
typical way to fuck up a test.
Yeah. I'm not seeing a DN on this, so apologies.
Isn't yours a miracle?
Yes. Is that not the same?
No.
How do you cast miracles then?
You just do it.
I think it's like casting a spell, but use your devotion.
Devotion?
I could be wrong.
Alex did miracles last campaign.
I mean, it's described in the description of the thing. You can only do it... I think it just happens, but normally the description will tell you, like, there's a test to roll of some kind.
Yeah, I'm not seeing a test, which is bizarre.
Can you paste in the text for us?
Yeah, the text won't help because it doesn't say anything. But I copy across and cut out. As you cut out the nonsense, but I must have cut out too much.
Right, I've got it in the rule book here.
Right, Volcano's Call. We're looking for Volcano's Call.
D3.
Choose a zone. The zone immediately becomes a deadly hazard.
A miracle requires the user talent action. Miracles present the following format: costs, target, range, duration. So, unless it tells you to do it, you don't have to do a test, but it is an action called the user talent action.
Great. Well, I had everything I needed.
Do you have 2 metal?
Oh, that's a really good point. That's not saying 1 action, 1 metal. You actually need 2 metal. That's a lot.
But you don't have to roll for it though, so.
That's true. So it's worth saving metal then. But you only get 1 metal back a turn, don't you?
Yes.
Okay, well I can't.
You have 2 metal total, is it?
Yes, I have 2 metal, but I think I used 1. I used both of them in the first round, so I've been at a detriment. Good fact checking there, Milo. Ignore all that, but good to know future. Hold on to my metal. Yeah,
pretty cool.
If it can just be cast literally without a worry, that is quite fun.
Yeah,
cool. Well then, ignore all that then, and I'll just go for a double buff again though. Double buff. Here we go. Here we go. Same buffins. First one to get the
buffins.
Good old buffins. Here come the buffins.
Buffins with cheese.
Call me Buffy.
Goldmane buffins.
Here we go. Nice. That's just that. Everyone's got +1 on the stuff, and now I need to do DN6 for extra damage. Here we go. Here we go. Everyone, DN6. Submit. Go.
DN6 is pretty rough, isn't it?
1, yeah. 2, but I can use focus, and that's a 1. So yes, 2. Same again as last time. +1 on melee and accuracy, and then +2 damage.
Nice.
We had buffs in our last campaign, but these are so cool.
This man's gaming. Holy shit.
That's all I can do. So yeah, he's about right.
Go
honor the name of Grimnir.
Right. So stunned condition says you can't spend metal to take additional actions. It doesn't say you can't use metal to increase your training.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Bizarre.
So Vargi will use his metal to increase his training on his ballistic skill. Was the little witch bastard at the back affected by the stun?
No. And this deck is lightly obscured as well because of all the smoke.
Indeed. Well, Vargi cares not. He sees there is a greater threat, but he is furious at the destruction of fine engineering work here, and no more than a little bit. What's the word? I don't have any words. He doesn't want to have spells cast on him, so he fires his Aethermatic volley gun.
At the warlock, is it?
At the warlock. Target's defense.
Now let me I will just double check as well what lightly obscured does because I forgot.
I also don't know.
His defense is only average.
So average, presumably that's increased, or something's increased or decreased by 1 step because of the obscuring. Probably. Well, I better check before I put anything in.
Yeah. Index. Lightly obscured, 139. Oh no, it's just obscured just affects awareness tests.
Oh.
So you're all good.
Well, jolly good. So we're attacking at great then. So it's going to be 2s.
Spicy.
2 bonus die for the training. Yeah. Still managed to fail 1, but this is going to be pretty unpleasant for the warlock because of the blessings of Grungni and Grimnir. That's going to be 9 damage.
Ooh.
God damn.
Alright.
Are we just ignoring the storm, the big boy then?
Vargi is.
Okay, I see.
Just double check.
I've got a plan, a cunning plan.
Alright.
Don't make me watch Blackadder as well. That did happen after one session. I ended up watching the back and forth. I can't remember why now.
Oh, because I described one of the machine, the thing we had to carry something on at the end of last campaign. I described it being like
the Gyro cleanser.
Yeah, I thought it sounded like the time machine.
Yeah, that was a good. Well, hey, that was a good 15 minutes to rewatch that. I haven't done that in a while.
Right, so you spray the Warlock Engineer. He takes a whole load of bullets. Maybe you think you even felled him, but you still see him scrabbling around with his staff on the floor.
Bunty drug.
His initiative is 5, so he might go next actually. Everyone else is 4 or less. Oh no, Klaus, you're 5, aren't you?
5, yeah.
So you get to go.
Okay. I'm gonna try and transmutate the big boy.
Oh.
But it's based on his fortitude, so I think it's going to be very difficult. But hey ho.
Size matters not.
It says choose a creature within medium range to make a DN4 S body fortitude test.
Oh yes.
So 4 successes. So I'm hoping.
It's going to be a 4/4. Yeah, you could do what Milo did and double your focus and get an extra one.
Yeah, do that.
Cool. So it's 4/5. Alright, well he does have 10 dice in fortitude.
God damn.
So, but I think it's a 50% chance. So,
Come on. Heart of the cards.
yeah.
Ooh,
Oh,
that's a lot of numbers.
See, it started off really badly, and then it went really well. So it looks like he has passed it.
God damn it.
Yeah, fortunate.
Shit.
The fact he's stunned doesn't mean anything, I don't think, to this. No.
It would have been fucking cool though.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. The first thing I'm not sure if I've turned something to gold yet, but that'd been fucking badass.
Yeah.
Big gold rat.
When you say gold, what kind of gold do you turn to? Just regular gold?
Yeah. It's a glistening metal, it says.
Oh, Sichuan, why do you ask?
Just wondering.
I mean, it's just one round, unless you can melt him into gold in one round.
That's what I was wondering, if you can turn regular gold.
Each additional success extends the duration by 1 round.
Yeah.
Well, if it's just regular
So it could
gold, that's
be.
more. If it's gold, hello.
Well, it could be any gold that I decide,
Why
right?
have I not put any weapons in this bloody
Okay,
shit?
can you
a
decide
glistening
gold?
Yeah, I imagine so.
Sweet. We'll talk.
I guess that's down to the DM's discretion there, I imagine.
I would say that it is. So it is. Right.
Nice. Then I'm going to try and shoot an arcane bolt at this bastard at the back.
You can't use metal to do extra actions because you are stunned this round.
Wait, what?
Because you failed your fortitude test earlier.
Oh, so I can't do another thing.
No.
That's fine.
Right, so the Storm Fiend gets into nice engagement range with everyone. Tags you all, you see. Tagging you.
God damn.
It's,
Turret
Storm
weapon.
Fiend that can only move or take an action but can't do both.
That's a good point.
I only say because I'm just looking at the stun thing right now.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, thank God it can't attack us.
That's interesting
Well, it
then.
probably can, but...
Yeah, then I think, yeah, he's going to have to just do a ranged attack then.
Yeah, I was afraid you might say that.
Well, to be fair, when I was prepping this, and you have a list of different weapons for the Storm Fiends, the way it describes him like crashing into the engineering deck, I thought in my head canon he's not going to have the rattling cannons, he's going to have the Grinderfist tunnelers, which are melee, so I think he would stumble towards you and then end his turn there.
Somewhat intimidating, nonetheless.
Yeah. Cool. And then Warlock Engineer. His initiative is 5 actually, so he actually should go first. Not that it makes that much difference. So, I mean, he has a trait called More, where he can push his power and potentially explode. He's definitely going to do that. So I think he's going to move into this zone towards you. And then he's going to do Warp Lightning. Choose one target within medium range. Vargi, he wants revenge on you, sir.
Yeah, seems likely.
It's a DN 5/2. Which he gets. And so the Warlock Engineer reaches out one gnarled claw, and a stinging bolt of agonizing warp lightning slams into the target. So you take 3 damage, ignoring armor.
He didn't like that.
Oh, I forgot to boost it as well. 1 per turn. Before making an attack, can declare unleashing. Following attack deals additional damage equal to the current doom. Okay, so just 1.
Ouchie.
Oh, I have to do more than 13 damage to blow up myself, annoyingly. Not enough doom. No doom. So that's 4 damage total, ignoring
quite pleased to not have some of these end game Doom modifiers in this right now, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I guess he's just going to do it again. Unless he's got another spell, which he doesn't really. He only has that and all the basic bitch stuff. Oof, that doesn't pass.
Do he have to do a
price of failure?
Yeah, Power of the Warp?
He could die, actually.
It would be fitting.
Yeah, I wanted him to explode.
I don't. He'll bring the whole place down with them.
Yeah, now you're thinking.
The place is already down.
Kill us all.
The spider legs have already gone flub.
When's Dreadbark gonna start tossing the dwarves out the window? That's what I want to see.
One by one.
Never.
You're gonna have to toss me.
They'll have to toss me.
What section is the?
It's on page 266 in the magic section. Oh, in spellcasting and then under casting a spell. It's
Okay, price of failure. Fine. So he failed it by 2. So what do I do there?
2d6 on the table.
3d6. Or 2d6.
Is it? I can't remember now actually. Yeah, it's just equal to the difference.
Fine, so 2d6. 7. Oh, has the opposite effect. Damaging spells heals toughness. So yeah, I think what's happened here is he's done a Avengers 1 Thor versus Iron Man situation where the first lightning bolt goes through you and hits you and starts to cook your flesh, your weak flesh, and then the second one reroutes into your suit, and then you heal back the toughness as it overcharges the power cells.
Fuck yeah.
God
How
damn.
much toughness do you determine?
It's 3 damage the spell, so let's say 3.
Vargi is angry, confused, invigorated, but still unhappy because you don't want to get healed by Skaven magic.
Alright, Dreadbark.
Aye.
Hey.
Seems sensible to try and take out the big boy. So Dreadbark will. So I'm still stunned, right? So I can only take one action. I can't take a metal action.
Only one action. You can use your metal to double your training or focus, though.
Oh, true. Okay. Well, I won't do that just yet. I'll just go for a normal shot. What does a cold shot do again?
You can choose arms to make them drop stuff, legs to make them go prone, or head to inflict stun with varying DN penalties.
Stun would be useful, but because he's not going to be stunned next round. So I could go for a headshot and use my metal to boost it up. Let's try that. So yeah, what's the DN penalty? Let's have a look what the DN penalty is.
I believe it increases 2 steps on a headshot.
Yowza.
Target's defense.
That might actually not be worth doing then, because the target's defense is going to be quite good, I imagine.
Yeah, 2 steps and then it's stunned until next turn. I'm assuming that doesn't include damage either.
I think it takes effect if you deal damage.
Alright, fine.
Right. What's the Storm Fiend's defense?
So it's normally superb. But as it's stunned, it's down to great.
Oh, only great.
Yeah.
You say. Good.
And we're not currently buffed up, are we? We're natural stats.
You are, you should be.
Yeah, you buffed it. +1 melee, +1 accuracy, +2 damage.
Okay. So I am at good accuracy. So it would only be 5s rather than 6s. No, it would be normally 5s. And so increasing it would just make it 6s. No, we'll do a normal shot. Because I'm not rolling for 6s. That never works well for me. Or indeed anyone, due to statistics.
Unless you're the spider.
Yes, unless you're the spider.
Oh, not bad, not bad.
Not bad. So, yeah, I mean, it's only 3 successes. So that's 4 damage.
You could double your focus there and get another one.
So I double my focus, that makes my focus 4.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, enough to get another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on then.
Was that 5 total?
Yeah,
Alright.
that makes it... Yeah, 5 total damage.
Alright. Cool. So you're pulling a shot into him. Gets him right in the ratty thigh. Roars at you.
Big
Ratty thigh.
Big ratty, yeah.
Mutated thigh muscles. I don't know what muscles on your
I want to see
thigh.
that on a menu. Ratty thigh.
They make the best burgers. Fried ratty thigh.
Rat kebab.
Anyone ever had a rat burger?
A rat on a rotisserie.
Ratisserie, obviously.
A ratisserie ratatouille.
Alright.
Quite the menu we've got down here.
So all still
Already firing out the menu before you even killed the rat.
Rat Ovan? Or was it in Blackened? Fricassee or... Right, so new round. New round, Vargi. You're not stunned anymore.
Your Storm Fiend hasn't
Not
acted.
today. One tomorrow.
Good point.
Sorry, party.
So, Storm Fiend. Oh, we did this already. He moves into close range with everyone,
Ah,
apart from the
goddamn.
tankiest character. Now it's the new round. Vargi, you can go.
Sigmar, save us.
Well, I think Grogny's calling me over in the next zone.
Not my emberstone core.
I've got to get to the core over there, you know. Hey, you
The call of the
bastard.
gods.
And he unleashes on the warlock again.
as you sprint past him.
drive by hail of bullets.
Yeah.
Normal shot attack. DN is gonna be 2s, isn't it?
He is average.
Still buffed. Still buffed.
Still buffed. Jolly good. Not using any trading. Brap. It's still quite a lot of damage though. It's gonna be 7 again. These buffs are absolutely bonkers.
You're welcome.
Yeah, as he's like scrabbling on the floor, like throwing lightning at you, and grinning as his Storm Fiend rushes in to splat you all, and he just sees you running around the side.
Brap.
And
Brap.
he just, yeah, finally collapses.
And then he shouts, Sichuan, where do you get that axe? Bloody! And uses his tactician talent to allow Sichuan to attack.
Oh lord. He looks at his axe very... What do I do with this? Swings it a few times. He goes, I remember. And he lunges at the big beast. So what do I get with tactician?
Plus 3 dice to your attack roll.
Right. So am I going to do that manually, or am I going to just...
I think when it comes up with the bonus,
Bonus, cool.
text,
Alright.
text field.
Alright, lad. Take my axe. can't remember what accent I'm doing.
It was like West Country, weren't it?
I think it was. Oh yeah, that was it.
Oh, it was like semi-pirate.
Semi was trying to be pirate, but I always lose the pirates. It becomes West Country pretty quickly, so I might as well just go West Country. I'll go how they talk from around Stonehenge.
Oh yeah, Devon, yeah, that way.
Right, so I'm still average melee. What's his defense?
Melee. His defense is back up to superb.
Which
Is
Suboptimal
for us.
Is that higher than a 6? Or was it just a 6?
What's your melee again?
Average.
It's only up to average. Didn't you get a +1?
I don't buff myself.
Oh, right. Then, yeah, definitely 6s.
Sweet. But with an inflated dice pool
Bit
of
of a
3. Here we go. Oh! Success. 1 success. Focus point. Focus point. Can't do anything with that. But I get 2 extra damage. Wait, is it? I lost it again. Oh, so damage. My battle axe has 1 damage at plus success. Yeah, so it's 1 success plus 1 damage, and then I have my embedded rune of Magi, so it's 3 damage.
Okay.
So that's something.
Are you doubling your focus to get another success, or are you gonna use your metal for something else?
That's a really good point. There's nothing else I really can do. I can do another buff. No, I'll say it for a classic buff. And then I'll roll the. It seems quite hard to hit, so I'll use my Saga of Enmity and chant about how I overcame a insurmountable foe. Let's say a giant frog that had eaten someone from my village. There we go. It was a cold, wet night, this frog. Oh, lashed it from tongue to flipper. Flipper? No, flippers. What are their feet are called? They're flippers. Wait, what do you call the webbed feet? I guess.
Yeah.
That's close enough.
It's like, you've been to the realm of life before.
That's it, exactly. Cool. All right, entertainment. Here we go.
How much damage was it? 3.
Just a little 3, yeah.
Just a little 3. We've got
an
armor of 1. So.
Also, just that action was part of my turn, so you're now at the start of your turn.
Oh, what? Really?
Yeah, Tactician is an action I do on my turn. But because of initiative, it's now your turn anyway.
Oh, so that I've still got an action and a metal.
See, it doesn't matter if you have spread on your weapon, because you just tell other people to do attacks for you.
Yeah, I didn't intend this, but I have given myself a problematic weapon and a perfect counter for it by complete chance.
Yes, just subconscious power gaming, so it's fine.
So I've still got an action and a metal to use.
Yeah,
regular.
I think you've got 2 metal now. I think because you didn't spend it before.
I did. No, I did. I double buffed last time as well. So.
Oh right.
Yeah.
I guess you did this as well, so you probably have spent your metal for this round.
I didn't use my metal on that. That's what I just did, because I didn't use my focus point.
Oh, I thought you did double your focus.
No, I didn't.
Okay, I'll put a point back on him then.
But it was still 3 damage, though.
Was it? Okay, fine.
That was very good. Okay, I get one of the runes is embedded. It just gives all the just plus 1 damage.
Fine. All right.
Cool.
So your turn proper.
Yes. I'm just going for my double buff again, so that's fine. So everyone gets +1 melee and +1 accuracy, and then 1 more for the damage. Oh, not great. Oh no, just 1. Everyone gets +1 damage this turn instead of +2.
Gutted.
And then I run away. Ah. But really, we have no healing capacity whatsoever on the team.
Stop whinging.
So, Klaus.
No one else got hurt yet. What did do that damage to me now? Why am I so badly? I don't remember.
You got stabbed by some storm vermin.
Why is no one else?
Like no armor.
I got 1. Why is no one else getting stabbed?
I think they're about to.
Yeah, Klaus, this might be a good shot. Might be a good one to do the melting armor trick, because this guy, since you're gonna need all the damage you can get.
Oh, I'm muted. I don't have that.
Oh, I could have had.
I chose to take an RP spell instead.
I almost
regret
had
now. But
This time.
I'm gonna transmutate this bitch. God willing. Ah! Sigmar, curses.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna run away.
it's not... So you can double your focus and make it a success with 3 successes.
I'll do that.
And I have to pass a 4-3 on 10 dice.
Can I still run away after that?
Yeah, that you can use your move action.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah, he's fine.
God damn.
He's
I
like,
should just magic missile him, really.
yeah, his little like rat claws on his toes start turning gold, and then he just shakes it off again.
That's me, right?
Yes. Dreadbark.
Aye. Let's get involved.
Wait.
So we'll go for what's all-out attack again? You get some extra, or was that a? I think that might be the Wrath and Glory thing.
Yeah, you can. In this, you can charge.
Yeah, no, I don't have an ability like that. Oh well. So normal attack them. And the defense is great, right?
You can parlay. Defense is superb.
But you have +1.
I know, but
It might still be 6s.
Well, I tried. All I can do is try.
Well, Milo used to reduce it by 2 and increase you by 2, so
I think we're still rocking pretty spicy buffs without old Zuriel.
I'm great and they're superb. It's 5s, right?
great into superbs. Yeah, 5s. Oof, that's a bad roll. That's a bad miss.
It's bad for me. So nothing happens actually, because that's just 2 damage.
Well, 2 plus the 1 success.
Sorry, 3 damage.
Yeah. He's got 1 armor, so he does take 2 damage.
Alright, we'll go again. We'll go again.
Slice.
Now that is an option once again.
Dueling with this rat ogre.
Shit again. So another 3 damage.
Getting through it. 2 damage at a time. But it is unfortunately his turn to use his tunneling rat claws.
Tunneling rat claws.
The claws of the tunneling. So the grinder fist tunnelers. So it's 10d6.
10d6.
Grinder style fisting.
So he has superb melee. What is your defense?
It is but average.
So he's wounding on 2s.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So it's 1 plus successes, so that is 11 damage.
Whoa. Well, yes. So I've got 3 toughness left.
Yes. So that will be a big wound.
A big wound. My total toughness is 8. Is that not? Isn't it? What decides what
So you've got
size of wound it is?
You've got 3 wounds left. 3 toughness left. Sorry.
Yeah.
So it's down to 8. You've got 2 armor, so it's down to 6. So you need to take 5 damage in one go at 0 toughness to have a deadly wound. So you take a deadly wound, and that is I think it's
Roger.
three spaces on the tracker, or Roll20 just says deadly wound, isn't it? Crunch.
Crunch.
And then a DN 6/2 fortitude test will be stunned until the end of your next turn.
This is not going to succeed. I am stunned.
Okay.
And also dying.
You're not dying, you're just wounded.
That's true. I forgot how that stuff works.
It's just a bark wound.
The sawdust puffs into the air.
Absolute wood chips everywhere. It's literally like you've taken an electric drill and just rammed it into a bit of old plywood or something.
Yeah, it's a proper copery going on here. So at the end of this round, you hear Captain Heinz over the voice pipes. You can hear him saying, "Abandon fort! Abandon fort!" And then you can see the remaining crew who are trying to keep the cogfort going all start running to the emergency debarkation areas. It's up to you whether you stay to finish off the Storm Fiend or you join them.
In terms of what kind of the fort has stopped, right? It's skidded forward, skidded.
Yeah.
Is the feeling like the whole thing's just going to blow up? It's going to erupt, or it's like
I ain't staying here for that much longer. I'm not gonna stay and find out, man.
It's like on its side, and with the sort of the engine core exploded, and it's like overrun with Skaven. So.
I'm trying to think there's a lot of Urgold on the outside of this thing. Only how much bit overrun by Skaven, not just these two buggers.
Yeah, it's kind of this other stuff is happening on the other floors as well. Still.
Boo.
And you don't know how many. I mean, it's probably more than like the 6 that you've seen in this one attack. Especially now it's sort of stopped moving. They're going to the rest are going to catch up with you.
If we leave, they're going to just chase us, right? Surely.
Well,
I guess it's be overwhelmed by overwhelming numbers of rats, or trying to escape at this point, right?
Well, yes, I think escape is the best course of action. I think.
So in this game, you have to do a retreat. You all have to agree, otherwise Doom increases by 1.
Sure.
I agree.
Well, I agree.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
You agree with yourself.
Well, I thought everyone was.
Vargi, ever the pragmatist, sees the others trying to make their way to the exits and thinks he'd rather not stay on his own.
Fine. Okay, cool. So you're all higher initiative than the Storm Fiend, so that's fine. He doesn't get to attack you again. So do I have a text box for you? Oops. Yes. So following Captain Heinz's orders, everyone who survived from the crash runs full pelt into the uncharted Gyren jungle, using Kurnoth, one of Gyren's moons, as a marker. Behind you, the wreck of the Harbinger of Trouble quickly disappears behind endless brush and thickets, but you can still hear the fires burning and munitions exploding well into the night. The last thing you see is a tall rat in a tattered midnight blue cape, climbing atop the cogfort's main gun and wildly firing a rattling hand cannon into the sky in screeching celebration.
No chance of sneaking back to steal some Urgold, though.
You feel the beady eyes of more Skaven watching you as you flee the crash site, and hear the war screeches of reinforcements arriving. But the ratmen eventually leave off pursuit, having claimed their ultimate prize. One man's wreck is another rat's treasure.
Yeah, I wanted that fucking treasure. Thanks.
You better
Health
leave me
is
some of
wealth.
that.
Health is wealth, Goldmane.
These bloody rats, they're like bloody rats.
Yeah.
They're so ratty.
I know, right?
God damn it.
Could you be any more ratty?
Ooh, be hitting more ratty.
Can Sichuan
They
just transition
smell.
into a Chandler Bing style character?
You don't want to ask me to do that. There's no coming back, I'm afraid. I spent years exhuming as much sarcasm I can.
Exhuming, as in removing.
As in removing, yes.
Oh, yeah, well.
You mean excising?
I mean exhuming.
Exhuming means to take a body out of its grave.
Yeah. Dig out something buried.
Fair play. Fair play.
An overwhelming urge to be sarcastic was buried within me, and I've exhumed it.
Exhumed it.
Beautiful.
So,
To hear it.
do I have...
Can't wait to
Alright, sounds good.
experience more of it.
Some nice jungle music.
What has been exhumed?
Jungle music, some Tarzan.
There we go. Right. So, part 2. Gairan to Ghoulmere.
Ah, that's a nice travel book. It's a nice toilet book, you know?
Right. So, you're in the jungle. You'll manage to what's the word? You've managed to exhume. You managed to exhume into the jungle and exhume around Captain Heinz with the rest of the survivors. And you are exhumingly tired, but you managed to take a breather, so you can all heal back your toughness back up to full.
Phew.
Nice.
The way it works, Lawrie, just so you know, you can recover toughness by taking a 10-minute break, but wounds take long rests and long time to heal. So
Okay.
it's
Even if you are a tree.
Even if you are a tree
And
in a tree land.
if you hit your max wounds, what happens?
Then you have to do like a D&D style rolling for death thing.
Okay. Mortally wounded, what does that mean?
Yeah, mortally wounded
You're
is like
dying from
when you've run out of your max wounds, and then you have to roll increasingly hard tests. But you can use Soul Fire to automatically get back up, and you've got 4 of it, so you'll probably be okay
Nice.
for now. So yes. So next.
Getting about bloody Soulfire.
I think at this point Klaus is just like sat by a tree and he's got that 1,000-yard stare of all the shit that's just gone on. He's just a city dweller. He's out of his depth here.
City boy.
You're like Kate Winslet on that bloody door at the end. Being like, fucking hell. Fucking hell, Leo.
Basically.
Right. So, Haish rises on Verdia. Haish being the sun. Its golden light, well, the realm of light. Its golden light cutting through the dense Gairan jungle, raising morning mists up from the dense mulch on the ground. The jungle awakens with new sounds, the calling of beasts large and small, the roil from the sea of leaves above your head, and the constant drizzle of water. Travelling all through the night, across dense and difficult terrain, you are bloodied, exhausted, and completely lost. You and Captain Heinz have been gathering survivors all morning. You appear to have found a relatively safe space in the wilds for now, but you know that staying in one place for too long tempts discovery from the Skaven who attacked you. Captain Heinz, even though he has lost much, remains level-headed and has a plan. There'll be plenty of time for mourning the dead once you get to the city. In terms of survivors, you have Okay, so you have 9 survivors remaining. Essentially, you remove one when the Night Watchman got killed at the beginning, and then if the Storm Fiend wasn't defeated, as everyone was evacuating, he basically managed to kill some more. But you did kill the Warlock Engineer, so you did manage to save some there. And the way they'll work is they're basically a swarm of cogsmiths in battle. So there's 9 of them. And they've got blunderbusses and cog axes.
You know how there's like a grouping, like a murder of crows or like a school of fish? What's that for cogsmiths? A gear.
Nice.
Yeah, what's like a collection of mechanisms?
A mechanism of cogsmiths.
Yeah.
A
Mechanism.
Yeah.
You're ruining the mechanism.
Mark. Yeah. So, what do you guys say to old Captain Hines? Or are you keeping quiet for now?
I've got that fucking PTSD, dude. I've got that. I've got the 1,000 yards there still. I'm just frozen.
Yeah, it's a bit rough, wasn't it? Didn't go well.
It's basically Sigmar Narm at this point, right?
Signar.
I think Vargi would go to sort of offer his condolences at the loss of his cogfort. Surely a very meaningful thing to a captain. It's like, I lost my ship and crew once. Terrible thing. But I'm sure you'll recover. You know, if we get out of here.
He kind of gives you a small smile and says, "But I don't think it'd be very hard to find the resting place of the cog fort. We made quite a path through the jungle there at the end, but I don't want to think about what the Skaven are going to do to it by the time we manage to get a recovery team. We should focus now on getting to Greywater Fastness. We should be closer there than we are back to Festamere. We'll focus on keeping the crew alive."
I think it sounds like a pleasant adventure.
And he says, almost like convincing himself that his plan is sound, because you seem like someone who would be able to vet a plan of action. He's saying, "My thoughts are that we should head straight towards the Gulmere. It is a vast expanse of swampland, but there is one road that goes straight to the Greywater Fastness. If we can find the road, we shall be much more protected."
Well, it sounds like a good idea to me.
Very good.
Klaus, what do you think about the plan there?
Just shaking my head. Frozen solid still.
Santa Claus.
Well, you know, there are some Umgi are tougher than others, I suppose. But Klaus seems alright.
Shaking hands, get out my pipe, start smoking it.
Nice. Maybe you're
I'm
muttering something about like the rats.
God, man, they're in the trees, man.
Almost squashed Dreadbark.
For quite a while there, I was really sure that Mikey had frozen. Because he was so still.
No, I'm just thinking about how I'd respond to all the nonsense.
He's one of the most zen people we know, to be fair.
The creature of Zen. I got nothing.
Alright, well, we'll move on. So you've got there are some jungle encounter tables that I've pre-rolled and pre-prepared. Let's get you back to. I haven't quite fucked my all my things yet, so I'm just going to go back onto here.
Rip.
Oh yeah, maybe not. R.I.P. Harbinger. Let's get you back onto the map then.
Didn't Harbinger much to do.
So you're making your way through the jungle the next day. All seems to be going okay. Chill.
Where are we at the moment?
So you are going to be somewhere like in between Greywater Fastness and the Realm Gate, but over halfway, but still like a few days off.
Oh.
On foot at least.
Okay.
So all of a sudden you start hearing this loud stomping, these angry wails and cracking branches.
Oh Lord.
Now, does anybody want to do any kind of stealth check to investigate?
Could do.
I'll do a nature check to see if I recognise the sound of the trees being damaged, or any signs of tree breakages nearby.
Well, you hear this sound. It's almost like it's far off, but it's kind of coming sort of louder towards you in the jungle.
Needs awareness.
I think it's more because the jungle is so close. You would need a good stealth check to be able to see it before it saw you, basically.
Okay.
I have advantage on opposed test to spot hidden enemies. Is that enough similar, or do you definitely want a stealth check?
They're not trying to hide per se.
Oh, okay, I see. They just did yes, right. Yeah, that's fair.
I think, Dreadbark, you have some stuff in stealth, don't you? As a Kurnoth hunter?
No.
No?
No, it was one. It is one of the options
fair.
to start with, but no, I don't.
Okay, well, it sounds like nobody wants
A body.
to...
I could do a stealth check. I've got 4 in body, so it's worth a try.
Yeah, only if it's something that you would do. I'm not going to force you to do anything.
Maybe Dreadbark would, just to try and spy out what's causing the sound. Because if it's like a natural creature, you probably wouldn't be that bothered about trying to assault it.
Yeah. I imagine that's probably what you're doing as you're moving through the jungle, right? You're kind of not with the party, but you're using your knowledge and
trying to spy out any unusual details about what's being done with what's happening with the jungle, what the life of the jungle is. What was the DM?
Just DN3 because of the jungle is so close.
Jungle is massive.
Yeah.
And I get 2.
Yeah. So you tell the party to sort of not to make any noise and to take cover where they can, and you go through the undergrowth. Yeah. And you follow after this loud crashing noise, and you almost stumble straight into it, but it's a Troggoth with kind of a wooden platform strapped to it on top of it, and 3 grots on top, bickering with each other as they try and steer this Troggoth through the jungle. It's like smashing its way through all the branches and stuff.
Ooh. Can I hear what they're saying?
They're probably speaking in a kind of an Orky language.
Nah, I don't speak any Orky languages.
I believe. I mean, maybe that's right.
I actually don't know what languages I do speak.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the thing on the character sheet here. What direction are they heading in?
It's kind of veering a bit like lazily, but it is going towards the location where the party is.
Okay, but the same direction as we are heading, or a different direction from the one we're heading in? I'm trying to work out whether we can just like carry on our way and try to outpace it.
So to outpace it,
I mean, it's quite big, I guess.
yeah. So it would be a group athletics check for the party to like help the whole crew and stuff to get ahead of it or get out of its path.
Doesn't sound like the best plan.
Okay, we could try and lay a trap for it.
Ooh.
I don't think I've got the great skills for that, but one of the other part. Basically, is my stealth check good enough to sneak back to the party as well, or do I need to try again?
No, that'll be fine.
If I turn it to gold.
Stop turning big things into gold.
That's my answer to everything.
So far, Mr. Alchemist.
Into gold.
Yeah, Dreadbark will kind of slip back through the undergrowth to the party and tell them a great Troggoth makes its way here with the little greenskins on its back. I know not its path or their intention, but we cannot outpace them. You young masters of technology, surely you have some artifice we can use to stop it in its tracks.
Well, I can summon the miracle of Grimnir to make the ground all lava-like. Put them in a volcano. If that's what you're talking about.
Harmful to the environment, to me.
Nah, it's fine. Fire's never hurt a tree in its life.
What about you, Sky Pirate?
Well, I do have this here volley gun, but I wonder if any of these, what are they called? Cog somethings?
Cogsmiths.
Coggins.
If any of you cogsmiths have anything that goes bang in your pockets, anyone managed to take any explosives as you ran?
They all just like look at each other and shake their heads like we were kind of running for our lives.
Right, well, I suppose that's understandable. I suppose you should probably go over there and form some sort of line.
What if they fashion like a rope and put it between two trees like that bit in Star Wars? Get the AT-ATs.
What's a Star Wars?
Exactly.
Star Wars.
Actually, the scene you're describing concerns ATST
STs,
walkers.
yeah, okay. Actually.
Actually. The rope plan sounds feasible and, importantly, quick. The Troggoth approaches at speed.
Do we have rope? I do want a rope.
Captain, vaguely German name. Did we save any rope from the wreckage?
I mean, I'm tempted to say no.
Did someone do a survival quick?
Yeah. Someone. Okay, here's the deal. You do a group survival check to fashion some rope out of some vines before
Some
the
hemp.
Troggoth appears.
I like it.
Tricky. Okay,
All
and
got
plan
axes and
B.
things.
Plan B.
Let's
This one can try his horrible fire
Volcano.
mech.
Perfect.
This close quarter volcano. Yeah.
Just
I mean,
a little
volcano sounds pretty good.
Danger close.
EQV, it's fine.
Yeah. Alright, so roll me, let's say you need a 6. Let's say a 3-6 group test on survival.
So DN6.
DN3.
DN3.
Aye. Because it's not very complex, but it does take some effort.
I mean, the best thing would be like a pit with stakes, right? But we don't have the time.
No.
Oh wow.
Dreadbark.
Sorry. Dinner through. That's a big nothing from Dreadbark.
Okay, fine. So that's you got a 3. Well, there's 9 cogsmiths. I think I have their stats. I mean, they've got really good. No, what is it? Is it mind or body?
Mind.
Do you think we should have gone for the crafting option? Because you can technically craft a big rope, right? And we're more craftsmen than survivalists.
I mean, I'm going to say with the 9 cogsmiths, I think between them and Captain Heinz organising them, I think you managed to get it done just as you hear the crashing through the canopy and the Troggoth hits the vines, smashes down onto the floor, the grots go flying, the wooden platform smashes. So you can now do an easier athletics check to leg it, or you can jump on this prone Troggoth and try and fight it, I guess.
Yeah, prone Troggoth, die.
How would I guess you're going to say that? So it's a good thing I made it.
Well, we've all got a bit of pent-up rage and sense of failure from previous encounters. I think
I haven't.
cathartic murder is going to work.
Yeah, Vargi feels great about previous encounters. I don't know what Session's
What?
talking about.
Okay, why is this
Yeah,
map-
this is a bang-up job saving the cogfort.
Well, it's not a one-man army, but yeah, put in a good show.
I had no interest in saving that piece of heretical mechanism.
Well, I could do it.
I would like Klaus would have liked to run away, but he stays with the group, right?
Go with some salvage.
Yeah, running away on your own in the jungle is always a good idea.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you've
right.
seen Jurassic Park, right?
It wasn't a jungle.
Life finds a way.
All right.
Wasn't
Back
it?
to the battle music.
Island. What zones we got going on here? Big guy's own zone.
Big guy. Ooh, that's a good question. I don't think he's that big, but all these little islets are zones.
And what about this crocodile skeleton? Is that its own zone?
Crocodile skeleton is its own zone. It is a lightly obscured zone.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. So the Troggoth's initiative.
12.
Yeah. Troggy. No, Troggy. Oh, it's a mighty 1. There you go.
Yes.
There's a Brucey bonus for you. And then, let's see what prone does. Melee and accuracy are decreased 1 step. Attacking a prone target from close range, you increase your melee and accuracy 1 step. If you're outside close range, it decreases your accuracy 1 step per zone.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, so who's going forward first, Sichuan or Vargi?
Yeah, I'm going to erupt a volcano on him.
Okay.
It was the plan all along. Now it gets to happen in combat rather than out of combat.
Nice. So using your 2 metal.
2 metal, volcanoes cool. The
Nice.
ground cracks and sunders as molten lava erupts from the earth.
Nice.
So that island is now a deadly hazard, and he takes 5 damage and starts his turn there.
Yeah, nice.
Right, I'll do my.
So you do.
I guess
You still have your normal action to use as well.
I was thinking that I don't have I need like a long range weapon. I need like a blunderbuss or something. Is what I need. Some little
Yeah.
Got a hand axe. I can throw my hand axe at him.
Mm.
Oh, a normal axe. No, so I can do it. So I can do a buff then, can't I? Yeah,
Yeah.
I can sing out a buff. All right, lovely. Well, I'll yeah, let's go for a classic, legendary, the part 6 of the Saga of Enmity. Moving on from the frog. Have I told you about the time that I took down that giant falcon? Flew off the side of the cliff. I did. Caught it by its tail feathers. Oh, we battled for days,
Nice.
and that was it. Done. Roll the test. Here we go. Should be. This one seems. If I ever fail this one, then I think that's a real. Well, DM5. I suppose it's possible to fail. Yeah. But not today. Go +1 accuracy and melee. Everybody.
Nice.
But that island is a deadly hazard, so I don't pelt him with stuff before he comes towards us.
Yeah.
5 with you.
Vargi.
Wonderful. Sorry, which buff was it you threw out?
+1 accuracy and melee.
Right, so. Okay, well, Vargi plants his feet, takes aim, and fires his athematic volley gun. How many zones away is he? Is that 2 zones?
Yeah, because the water will be 1, so it's
So it's +2.
+2.
Defense.
His is decreased by 1 because he's. No, wait, that's only if it's.
No, you're not stunned.
Well, it says prone. Creatures' melee and accuracy are decreased 1 step.
Not defense.
Oh yeah, creature attacking. Yeah, so it's 2 steps. Yeah, 2 steps higher because of the range. And then is Sichuan giving you +1?
Yep.
So you're already decreased by 1 then.
So what's it actually on?
Its defense is great.
Its defense is great. Let's just go with that. If its defense is great, like that's just with its +2 zones, right? What's its base defense? Let's
So
just go with that.
your accuracy decreases the further away you are. So what's your accuracy at the minute?
Okay, so my accuracy is currently great.
Okay, so it goes down 2 to average.
Mm-hmm.
So it's average versus great.
Oh. Its defense is great.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, it's going to be 6s then. But that's
Is
how
it?
it goes.
Yeah, it's a big Troggoth.
Well, it doesn't seem like it would be very hard to hit, which is what defense represents.
True.
But that's by the by. So I get an extra dice on the first round of combat. And am I going to hold on to my metal? No, I'm going to use it now. You know, might get a couple damages in. So we get 3 extra dice. But looking for sweet 6s. We get 1. Sadly, just the 1, no focus. 3 damage.
Alright. He has 2 armor.
He moves away from Dreadbark.
Next initiative 5, Klaus.
Nice. I'm gonna turn him to gold. No. Magic missile. Yow.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, very nice.
How much does that do?
Just a 4 damage, right?
Hmm.
You can use a focus to make it 5, or you can just do it again.
I'll do it again. Wha-bam.
Very nice.
Nice.
Magic missile.
The fact that magic ignores defense is pretty good.
I found that to be of great help in the past.
So it's 2 damage each because of the armor, so it's 4 damage total. But nice.
Nice.
Well, unless that's focus can go up 1. No. Okay. Very nice. Do you move as well?
Yeah. I'm gonna go over there behind everybody.
So you can't. So you can only move into the adjacent zone, which would be into the water.
Oh. Well, then I'm going to move over there.
Vargi, did you move? Did you sprint?
He moved within the same zone.
Oh, you were always over there. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I was.
Right, then initiative 4, the cogsmiths.
Oh yeah.
Coggy
boys.
They will fire their blunderbusses. TN6. Here we go.
They've all got +1/+2.
They've got +1/+2
+1 as well
to their step. Okay.
to their accuracy. They are allies within earshot.
Yeah. So, average to good. Good. Okay, so it is 5s. Does make a difference.
They hit on 5s. I hit on 6s.
Oh no, you're right, because they are
Goodness, anything.
also 2 zones away, so it is back to 6s.
Happy now?
I'm actually unhappy because they got more successes than Vargi.
I don't know why I rolled so many dice.
Which seems like a good number to me.
I'm supposed to only roll 4 dice, not 9. I don't know how it's working because it's a swarm, but I don't think each guy is doing that many, so let's just do 46. Yeah, they do nothing. Pew, 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 pew. They're also trying to conserve ammo as well because they don't have that much, so. Alright, Dreadbark.
Good.
Well, we'll just do some shooting.
Do some shooting.
Do some shooting. Straight into the Troggoth. That. So it was superb defense.
Just great.
Oh, just great. I missed Sichuan. Are we boosted or no boosted? You're
boosted, yeah.
That's a strange finger symbol on the boosted.
+1 accuracy.
Nice. So it's only 5s then.
Well, you're -2 because of the range because he's prone. So you're up 1 but down 2, so you're down 1 overall.
Gotcha. Let's see those 6s.
Prone thing seemed like a great idea. It actually is still a good idea.
It'd be good if you could all jump on it and stab it to death, but
It's going to be alright though, because it won't be able to move out of the zone.
How much armor has
yeah,
it got?
that's true. 2.
Cool, that does nothing. I guess I'll go again.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
You can do 3 damage there.
Yes, we'll do 3 damage. Just the 1 then.
Chip another one off. Okay, now on its turn, it does start the turn in the volcano.
Yeah,
So it
5 damage.
Takes 5 damage, reduced by 2, so 3.
What?
And then it uses its turn to stand up. Well, it's moved to stand up, isn't it?
Yeah.
A prone creature can move by crawling, unless they use their move to stand up to end the condition. Okay, so they said they've used their move. I don't believe the Troggoth has a ranged attack. No, it doesn't. Okay.
Oh, tell me you can throw a grot.
Explosive grot.
Yeah. And there's some
Diver
rules
in
that
training.
Some rules that I've been forgetting as well, but it's fine. Next round, Sichuan or Vargi.
I can use 1 metal to sustain my volcano. Are we happy with long range peppering, or do we want to?
Yes.
Yes. Well, I'll use 1 metal to sustain the miracle as a free action, but also a metal, so it's weird that's... I guess that matters. Anyway, it's fine. Cool. Which implies to me that I couldn't do 2 metal and an action then.
No, you can.
You know what I mean? But then
Action
why...
and metal are 2 separate things.
Well, why for sustaining it does it say I can spend 1 metal as a free action to sustain it?
I think because some rules are like doing actions. Like you can't do actions using metal when you are stunned, but I guess free actions are okay, or maybe it still counts as an action. I don't know. We can look it up for next
Either way,
week,
that's that, and then a bit of a classer, so it keeps on gesturing at the volcano to erupt and
Come
blast.
on, you big bastard.
Like that. And yeah, I'll just go with the classic. Another tale of me and the Falcon. It's going very well. Yeah. Yes. Buff continues, +1 accuracy to everyone.
Nice.
How about him?
Alright, Vargi.
Alright.
Set up your tripod in the bushes.
Yeah, he finds a nice sort of branch, just so. And opens fire. Okay, so target's defense is still superb.
Great.
Great. So now we're great on great.
Great on great.
And let's just think, do we want to use the training? The armor 2? Yes. Let's go for the 1 big un. Actually, no, let's not. I think it'll net less damage. Fire. I did press fire. Let's give it a little moment there. Yeah, I'll do it. Okay, let's do it again. Good. There we go. Oh, it was actually not great. But it's still 4 damage.
4 damage.
And
That's
then
2.
rinse and repeat. Just the 3 that time.
Say we are in trouble.
That was not the strongest, but alas. Big boy's quite hard to hit.
Yeah. Klaus, over to you, sir.
Just gonna do the same again.
Nice.
Kablamo. I can use focus on that last one, right? And the first one, right?
Only if you have 2 metal.
Oh.
Because you use your metal.
I'll
to
use
do
it on the
another
last
action.
one then. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can either do another action or you can double your focus
So
or training.
focus. Okay.
So what's that? 5 and when you could use your 3. So 5 and 3 down to 3 and 1. So 4 damage. Oops.
Nice.
Nice. The cogsmiths. Their accuracy is good, so their 5s didn't roll any. Dreadbark.
I mean, we'll give it another try, just with the shoot and see if the dice are on my side this time. And he's not prone anymore either, so it's 4s to hit now.
Great.
Wow.
Nice.
Alright, so we get 4 damage on that one.
Nice.
And how? And
5.
so another 4 damage.
Another 4. Alright. So it starts its turn in the volcano, takes another 5 damage.
Reduce to 3.
Reduced to 3 because somebody forgot to melt armor off.
Well, I could have had that ability as well, but I couldn't get both miracles. If I could,
Yeah,
I wanted.
I don't think it counts as actual armor if it's his body, but
Yeah, why not?
yeah, why not? So, going to clash into the water. He does have one metal, so I'm using the metal to get into this zone. And he will grab Vargi in his hands.
Oh dear.
Melee is superb. I'm just going to say it's a DN2. I have a feeling.
That's correct.
Um,
Oh, that's a lot of successes.
yes, he does grab you. So you're restrained. And I can use an action to give you a squeeze. But I'm out of actions now, so...
Not a huge fan of that.
Dwarf squeeze.
But it's back to your turn. I think you can attempt to break out. Let me just double check. Troggoth. Crushing grip. Oh, it is actually a damage thing as well. So it is 7 damage.
7.
Yes.
Say. Alrighty. Reduced to 4, thankfully. Oh, no, just set my toughness to -4. Bad one. Okay.
Yeah.
How does one escape?
So it's a might or reflexes test.
I see. Very good.
How strong is your suit of armor?
Well, I can get. What's the test going to be?
So it's against my might test, my might roll.
Right. Not feeling superb about that. He is not going to attempt to escape because he knows he is being crushed to death. But from his Troggoth grip, he's will somebody shoot this bastard! And he'll activate Dreadbark to make an attack.
So you can,
Sure.
if you're restrained, you can attack, but your everything's decreased 1 step.
I will have little choice but to do that with my other action, although just you wait and see how poor it is.
I like how you can literally shout at other people, though.
It is. It's both fun and useful.
Yes.
So Dreadbark, you've got +3.
Yes. I guess I'll go. I guess I'll go in with the sword now that he's right up danger close. And sorry, remind me his defense. Great or good?
Great.
Great. And I'm up to great as well. So this is 4s. Okay, and then we roll the next 3 dice, and then decide what to do. We don't decide what to do because I don't really have any focus. Can't double 0. Double 0 is 0. So it is 4 successes, so 6 damage.
Oh, tell me how you slay the Troggoth.
Oh.
Holding on to Vargi.
Yes. Duly called to attention and action by Vargi's Scottish drawl. Dreadbark draws the sword, puts it horizontal, and then does a sort of roadie run directly under the Troggoth, and then just brings it up in a smooth action to slash through its groin.
Gnarly.
Nice. Yeah, and it probably sinks to its knees and collapses. Vargi clanking, rolling down a hillock from its grip. Nice.
He stands up, huffs, and brushes his armour down of the dirt, and just says, "Thank you."
Not at all.
I'm sorry, I thought it was my larva that did most of the damage, you weirdos. Well, you know who gets the kill.
It's only
Goddamn kill stealers.
Well, you've obviously never played League of Legends.
League of what?
it's a game we play aboard ship. We have a mechanical computer.
It's like battleships. It's like a little screen in between, and then it's like,
Oh yeah.
yeah. I use my
A game
ultimate.
takes roughly, a full game of it takes roughly 6 weeks.
Yeah. Nice. Cool. So after the Troggoth is dealt with, you maybe the grots like run off into the jungle whilst the fight's happening, and you manage to fire after them and finish them all. Finish the wolf.
Orf.
Yes, and then I guess before we end, I'll just introduce the next encounter that you come across, perhaps later on that day, after the Troggoth battle. As you're going through the jungle, you hear the sound of blades clashing and yelling, and like a bestial braying noise. And perhaps Dreadbark has just got a scouting for the party. You zone in on this noise to investigate what it is. And you don't need to roll a stealth test, because what you come across is essentially a pitched skirmish battle between a group of Bulgors and a group of Zangors, and you can see them fighting around this corpse of a big maw crusher, which is those big winged beasties that the orc chieftains like to ride on. And there seems to be some battle over it. And it's sort of situated in this abandoned village almost. So, unfortunately, Captain Heinz says that the way is unfortunately through this, or close enough to it, this village, around this battle. So, the party needs to make a group stealth test. Not to be noticed.
We're going to just wait for them to kill each other.
Yeah, can we roll a weight test, please?
They're very hearty. They just keep taking chunks out of each other. Just keep going.
Like when you come across a battle going on between NPCs in an MMO, that neither side will ever win.
Yeah.
This is War Song Gulch, yeah.
There's so much endless war.
War's bad, man. DN?
It's group test. It's 4-8, so you need to roll DN4.
1 success.
It's looking good. Oh, Kurnoth hunter.
Oh!
Sneaky tree boy.
It's a 6.
Well, it was great, but not great enough.
Let's see if the cogsmiths can do it with their 2 dice.
Come on, Coggos.
Good Coggos. Ah, so close.
What about Heinz? Has he got any dice?
He's added into the
Heinz means dice. That's what they say.
He's added into the cogsmith, and you can use a soulfire if you want to pass this.
Sounds like he doesn't want to do this encounter.
It's bedtime, Mike.
I mean, we can
No,
we can end here, and you can do it next time. It's up to you.
Make the decision.
I need to be healed, so generally, in my principle, I'd like to not fight, but
Do you need to be healed?
I have no toughness.
We recovered all our toughness.
Do we win?
About an hour ago.
Oh, what? Oh yeah. Wait, what? How'd that happen?
Well, I did it for you. 'Cause you
Well, you
actually-
didn't bloody tell me, did you?
I told the whole party you recovered your toughness.
Oh, I missed that. Sorry.
Have we recovered our toughness between the previous encounter and this one?
Yes.
Lovely.
Well, I'm pro saving Soulfire for like critical life-saving moments. So
Agreed.
Yeah, I
These
feel
are
like we can
chumps. But we got this.
take them.
All right. So, for next time, as you try to sneak around, you do see sort of a squabbling, little skirmish break off from the main battle, head towards you. It's two Bulgurs and two Zangors, and you can face them next time.
Bam, bam, bam.
And I probably need to make some zones, 'cause that's the first thing you're going to ask about.
I like to ask about my zones.
And also probably the audible, the sort of the harmonics of an area. Like, can they actually hear me over there? Like, how does,
it's
how
very
does the sound
important.
travel?
True, it's the new shadows.
Yeah.
How is it sound? Are there any acoustics?
Is it that weird place where if you whisper on one wall, it goes all the way to the other one?
Oh, there's a really good one of those in a Spoons on the Clifton Triangle in Bristol that we accidentally discovered in first year of uni, where there's a big round room and if basically you're sat at one end of it and there's another table at the other end, you can literally hear them like they're next to you, and just overhearing what other drunk students say. It's very funny when it's midnight. And yeah,